Brilliant. So we are saying that all verbs that are a verbs are going to be exactly the same as you know already, nothing to change unless we're dealing with nous or vous. So let's just do a couple. So she wants me to stay. The verb is rester. So she wants me to stay. Elle veut que je reste. She wants us to stay. She wants that we stay. Elle veut que nous restions. Okay? Now, she wants you plural to stay, or she wants you formal to stay. Elle veut que vous restiez. Okay? So the same as your imperfect, ion and ie. But what little trick do we also know when we're trying to do we verbs? We know how we can use on, which is the same as a he or a she. So this is another brilliant reason why the on is a fantastic alternative to nous. So she wants us to stay. Elle veut que nous restions. Or elle veut qu'on reste. Yeah, that we stay using he or she. So it's completely normal. Good, so let's crack on straight away to what happens when we use another type of verb. Now, like I said, there are irregulars, and all of this business will be done in other verbs, but we're looking at the basic other types of verbs. So using my method, if you are not familiar with what I'm telling you, go and have a look at the video which is called Soft and Hard Verbs, because in my method we divide verbs into A verbs, ER, not that we say that because we're using sound, or soft and hard verbs. So when we went back to soft and hard verbs, for example, let's take a soft verb. Let's say sortir, sortir, to go out, okay? So if I had sortir, you guys who are familiar with this, what would be my hard sound? So sorte. Yeah, so if I had S-O-R-T-I-R, I'd be chopping on the T. Now, up until this point, you have used this to create the rest of the present tense. So we go out, nous sortons, vous sortez, ils sortent. Okay? But what we're going to do with the subjunctive is we are going to find this hard, and then we are going to add the same endings as we have done in the normal verbs for subjunctive. So, for example, if I had the verb vendre, okay, vendre, V-E-N-D-R-E, okay, what would the soft be? Je vends, yeah, the indicative, yeah, I'm the normal verb, I'm selling, je vends, tu vends, il vend, nous vendons, yeah, V-E-N-D-O-N-S. So, vend, and please try and do this, you know, with sound first, would be your hard. So I want you to use the hard for everybody, for the subjunctive, apart from the nous and the vous. So she wants me to sell. Elle veut que je vende. What's I sell normally? Je vends. She wants me to sell, so subjunctive. Elle veut que je vende. Elle veut que tu vendes. She wants you to sell. She wants Luc to sell. Elle veut que Luc vende. The house, la maison. She wants us to sell, so we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to find the hard, vend, and we're going to add an ion, same as we've been doing. So, elle veut que nous vendions. She wants you plural or you formal to sell. Elle veut que vous vendiez. She wants them to sell. She wants that they sell. Elle veut qu'ils vendent. Now, some notes. Nous vendions should be familiar to you. It should sound exactly the same as we were selling. We used to sell, and it is. Vous vendiez should sound exactly the same as you were selling, and it is. And ils vendent, because it's already hard, should sound exactly the same as they sell. So a way you can think about it is when we do these soft hard verbs, sortir, vendre, partir, servir, for example, before we had soft, 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 single soft, hard, 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 and a way you might like to think of the subjunctive is hard all the way down. So if we think of the endings of a normal verb, E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT, and that's a normal A verb, and I only want you to write those endings when you can hear them in your head. But basically, what we're going to be doing here is taking our vend, V-E-N-D, which, as you know, without a vowel after it won't be pronounced, and we go to writing in exactly the same ending. So, que je vende, we're putting the E. So we're making a hybrid, we're combining our soft hard verbs with the endings of our normal verbs. Okay, and the normal is a word I'm using loosely. We're going to use the A verbs. So you speak, for example, tu parles, P-A-R-L-E-S. Yeah. I want you to sell, je veux que tu vendes, the ES. The E is the same. The ENT is the same at the bottom. So the only ones when it comes to writing that you're going to have to think about is ion and EA. Okay? So, let's do some examples. The verb would be to serve, servir. So servir. Try and find the sound first before you try and find the writing. So servir. Okay, so we haven't done too much work on spelling the softs, but we can pretty much find the hard sound as a letter if we need to write this. So I serve, je sers. Tu sers, il sert. And there's a thing that goes on with S's and T's when you write softs that we will look at, but not right now. So at least if we had the infinitive to serve, servir, S-E-R-V-I-R, where would you draw the line? Where would you say the hard point is? Serve, so after the V. So she wants me to serve the dinner, whatever, you know. Elle veut que je serve. I'm using the hard, aren't I? Subjunctive is hard. She wants you to serve. Elle veut que tu serves. Now, how are we spelling that? S-E-R-V, E from the normal present tense. Tu serves, E from the normal present, ES from the normal present tense. Okay? So let's do some examples orally. Okay? Verb to dance, so you need to choose if it's an A verb or you need to choose if it's a soft hard verb. So Luc wants us to dance. Luc veut que nous dansions. Okay, because we had a nous, which means we needed to use the ion ending. Everybody else is safe with an A verb. Luc wants Jackie to dance. Luc veut que Jackie danse. Yeah, Luc veut que Jackie danse. Okay, normal ending. Luc veut que nous dansions. Luc veut que Jackie danse. Luc wants Jackie to leave. Now the verb to leave in this case will go with partir. So you tell me, is partir an A verb or is it a soft hard verb? It's a soft hard verb, it's not an A verb. So I need the hard for the subjunctive. Luc, so verb partir, Luc veut que Jackie